broker in convincing clients that insurance isn't a grudge purchase?
It's an interesting question. The role of the broker, I believe it's not necessarily only the role of the broker, it's the role of the industry that's going to need to change that perception that clients have. What the broker can definitely do is that they need to make sure that they can add value, and they need to make sure that clients can trust the broker. So those are two very, for me, the core of the answer will be to focus on working and improving the trust that we create in terms of that perception with all our clients out there. And then the second thing is to make sure that we add value, because most clients will say the only way that they see some form or some kind of return is when they claim, and that's not the perception that we would like to create. We would like to make sure that from the beginning that we add value to the whole, add value for themselves, and making sure that they understand that we don't only necessarily need to talk to them when they do have a claim. We want to make sure that we are trying to prevent the loss from happening, and that's the true value that we need to add.
And I suppose, your point is quite right, that if a person has a good relationship with their broker, if the broker has a good relationship, then people are quite comfortable to pay for what they need to for the insurance. And if they're talking to you all the way through the process, then it doesn't feel like a sort of added extra. It's something that's just...
Absolutely right. It's just making it so much easier to talk about insurance if they trust you in terms of what you're selling them. If they believe, there's the new core buzzword saying belief-based engagement, and I think it's a principle that we will see more and more in our industry going forward, to demonstrate and show the real value that we do give our clients during this whole process of giving advice around risk, because insurance is not only about risk.
True. And I suppose the other tricky thing is that you'll have quite a large customer base. You've got some sort of younger customers and some sort of older ones. How do you manage to balance that? How are you able to keep the younger clients happy without making the older clients feel ostracized or out of the loop?
It's going definitely to, it's a new avenue for us to look at, because the younger generation is definitely, their platform is technology, and the insurance industry needs to focus on that platform and making sure that we understand the way they want to communicate, that we address the speed that they want to be serviced. So for in the Western Cape they've started the under 35s. It's part of the insurance industry, and those are really the people that needs to take the core message forward in terms of making sure that we understand the younger generation, in terms of understanding their needs. Making sure that we service them in the manner that they would like to be serviced, because not necessarily because the older generation like the one-on-one basis where they sit in front of a person and they would like to see, where the younger generation prefer to use technology at their time, at their speed, at their when they feel that it's at their comfort. It's basically, and we definitely need to make sure that we address both, because in the insurance industry, the market penetration that we want is including all ages. So we need to make sure that we make provision and that we do cater for their specific needs and interest.
And finally, can you tell us if you think that we're doing enough to cater to the South African public? We've just spoken about sort of age differences and generational differences, but the various other things that make South Africa such a wonderfully diverse place. Do you think we're doing enough to cater to that diversity?
I don't think we do enough. If we can just, this is each person that's working in this industry. If we take that base and we put it together and we just realize the opportunity that we've got to do the marketing ourselves, making sure that we get the message to the public. We've got a huge opportunity to get it right. And I don't think that we individually do the necessary contribution that we need to make. So it starts, unfortunately, to answer your question, it starts at the office. It starts where we go to every day. And how can we do things differently? how can we make sure that we get the message there to make sure that the people do understand insurance, that they do understand the various risks that they face. So, you know, for me, the strongest marketing tool there is ourselves. We that are, and I'm including myself here, we that are the core of the insurance industry, the heartbeat, it starts with us, and we must make sure that this heartbeat just continue to grow stronger and stronger.